game to be a part of. Wouldn't have been as fun if we would have scored 11 points less, but I was real proud of our team. I thought we fought hard. I thought we played hard. I thought we played intelligently most of the time. And you know, to go against that pressure and look down and see that your 2-point guards have 12 assists and 2 turnovers, that's a pretty good deal. So the three freshman guards have 14 assists and 3 turnovers. And that's what allows you to run good offense and make shots and all that kind of stuff. And I think Purdue has a very good team. I think they're very good. We got a little loose on them there from 3 in the second half, early in the second half, and kind of got it stretched out. But I really like their team. I like what Matt does with them, and they're a hard team to guard, and they're a team that can get a lot of pressure on you when they dial it up.
Your shooting percentage then a result of creating good shots and not just a good shooting night?
Yeah, I think it's a result of good guard play. I think anytime you shoot a good percentage, it's usually the result of good guard play. And our guards, I thought, handled the ball, handled it well. And you know, Riley was terrific on the offensive end. And so, you know, from a scoring standpoint, and James gave us a great lift in the first half, and I thought Matthew gave us a great lift in the second half, and so our bench was really solid, and our guards were good. So they've got some big long dudes in there. It's hard to navigate inside, but we're real pleased with this win.
Are you starting to see the confidence grow with those freshman shooters you have with Riley and
Oh, I don't know. You know, it's not like the last game we were 3 for 17. So, you know, we need more than one good game before we can declare ourselves anything from a shooting standpoint. But Riley's a good shooter. Matt's a good shooter. Jeff's starting to make shots, which is nice. And, Jeff Roberson has spent a lot of individual time lately with Coach Richardson, and they've really ironed him out, and so, you know, it's we won a tough, hard-fought game tonight, and we played well in the process of doing it.
Among the freshmen, Riley's been the most consistent scorer. He's certainly not the biggest guy in the world. He just have a knack.
Yeah, he just kind of has a knack, and he doesn't have much fear. He's a fearless kid that really believes in himself and believes in his ability to score the ball and take care of the ball, and he's a little bit of an unlikely looking guy, but he's got some dirty in him. It's good dirty, and some nasty. I like Riley.
Did your team show you something there? It went from 22 to 10. That they were able to withstand that run.
Yeah, you know what? Riley hit that big 3, kind of put him off a little bit. And you know what happens? And Rick Bird and I talk about this all the time. You get a big lead, the other team sticks their head down and just starts driving. Officials start calling fouls, and that's exactly what happened. We get a 20-point lead, 22-point lead, whatever it was. They took all their shooters out of the game. They put in all their drivers. They stuck their head down, just started driving at the goal, and beep, beep, beep. You know, we foul them, and they go to the foul line, and so that's just that's sort of the nature of it, but again, you know, we made them do some things that they didn't want to do. I thought we made it pretty tough for their inside guys, which was a real goal of ours, and those guys are both real good. And I thought our team, not only our big guys, but our other guys really did a nice job.
Does it give you reason to maybe think about scheduling a big name opponent coming out of finals week again in the future?
You know what? It just kind of worked out that way, and we had a good week of practice. I thought we had a good week of practice, and that's very atypical for finals week for us. Finals week can be a real drain around here on guys, and they fought through it pretty well, and I thought it showed up tonight.
Do you feel like with the the makeup of this team offensively, that you have the right mix if it's going well to score in bunches rather than have to grind it out?
Well, we pride ourselves on being a team that can execute offense, and we had some brain farts tonight there, especially last 8 or 9 minutes of the game. But we pride ourselves on being able to run offense and execute it, we want to get out in transition. That's how we like to play. We want to play the game fast, and that's. I don't want to say that's when we're the best, because I think that we can run half-court offense and score, and I think we can run full-court offense and score. So it sure helps when you see the ball go in like it did tonight, though.
And Coach, what come out tonight was your post play with Damian, Luke, James, and Josh. Talk about how those guys mixing and matching together, give you that some good sides and signs and good efforts defensively, just makes your team run a little bit better for you guys.
Well, I think that the fact that we've got fouls, that Shelby didn't dress. Shelby had a concussion in practice the other day, or we could have thrown him in there, but we knew that those guys were going to draw some fouls, and so we were going to rotate it around and keep guys fresh and keep guys going in and out, and again, I thought James went in, particularly in the first half, and played great. They got up underneath Luke a little bit and made it hard for him, so this was a good game for Luke to play in and to kind of get a feel for, but nevertheless, our bigs went in there and fought and really did a nice job.
2-2-1 full court press, not something you've done over your career much. What was the idea behind that? What did that
Well, we've been working on it for a while, and we've used it. That's not the first time we've used it, but we've only used it a few possessions, and so I just wanted to throw it out there and see if it would help us, and I thought it did in the first half. I thought it gave us a little bit of a jump, and we like to play it in front of our zone, and we got a couple turnovers from it, and then we were able to go back and play our zone fairly effectively. So I didn't want to use it in the second half as much. I wanted us to get our defense back and get it set, but again, it's hard when they just stick their head down and start driving at the goal, but it's all right.
You sticking to your story, this game held no special meaning for you?
You know what? I saw some really, really dear friends before the game, some people that I have a lot of history with, and I've known for a long time, really long time, and that was nice. It was nice to see, the guy that was the baseball coach at Purdue when I played there and coached there, Dave Alexander. I saw him, and so I just saw some people that were, very near and dear to me while I lived there and while I worked there, and especially more so than when I played there. But the game was. I told the team after the game, I really appreciate their efforts. I honestly didn't want to win this game anymore. I wanted to win the Baylor game. Not other than we lost to Baylor, so maybe that puts, you feel like that puts a little added whatever. But that's the truth. I just wanted to win the game because it was today's game, and that's, if I was playing Coach Katie, if he was the coach, it would be a lot different. But in a lot of ways, he was Purdue University to me, and without him there, it's not the same for me. I mean, it's the same for all their fans, and as it should be, but it's not the same for me because that was, the guy that I held in the greatest of esteem then.
Riley, you mentioned he drove the ball and he got to the line, kind of deceptive when he gets in the paint. Is there a certain talent to understanding that he can be deceptive in that way?
He just knows that he's good with the ball. He's just good with it, and he knows it. And he's not. And I'm telling you, he just doesn't have any fear. And way back when we recruited him, you'd see him play against really high-level AAU teams, and it was like water off a duck's back to him. He just went at people, and that's when he's his best, when he's playing aggressively like that. And he was fantastic tonight.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a good night.
Thanks.